Aloha, greetings, and many blessings to you on this Venus day. Wow. So, something that came up for me on Monday was this concept of generosity as an artist. And I touched on it a bit this week, but today the inside degree is for Venus day. Venus is at 18 degrees Taurus, and the inside degree for that is a woman with hundreds of breasts. So, this concept of generosity is really hitting in today. And we're in Aries season, so the passion for our projects, for ourselves, for our lives are more tangible than a lot of the year, just because this is the start of our astrological year. So for any of you guys who are kind of like pushed during Capricorn season and Aquarius season to draw from the year's gatherings of Aries season to Pisces, so calculating back to 2022, you'll know that a lot of that false sense of urgency was coming from any old cycles that needed to be closed and put to rest for good, because as we enter the astrological year with Venus in Taurus, our capacity to draw from this infinite generosity as creators, just based in gratitude, based in your vision of both yourself and your work, and then just the expansiveness of like plenty with Venus and Taurus. It's a very magical time to just be generous as an artist, to really apply yourself beyond your believed capacities, because Uranus transiting Taurus means that a lot of insights that were gained during this past Aquarius season, so that's roughly like late January to late February, it's being given an extra spark with the sun in Aries. And in just seeing where Uranus is currently, as it's Venus day, we want to look at the aspects that are being made to the current Venus placement. So with Taurus, Uranus is at 16 degrees, and the North Node is at 5 degrees Taurus, and it's retrograde. So spiritually, we are able to receive a lot of insights, and that comes from Uranus being at 16 degrees, nets to a 7. 7 is the spiritual number. It's the number of like water, of the ether, and 5 is the mercurial degree. And being that the North Node is retrograde, we are getting a chance to really kiss goodbye anything that doesn't serve our soul, and how we create, and how we nurture ourselves, and how we show up to our life. We are given this newfound sense of like, I can do this, but also this comes natural to me, and also this is healing me because of Chiron transiting Aries and the sun on Aries. And on this Venus day, you might just want to take stock of how far you've come, if that's not very blatantly obvious, and then settle into a sense of comfort that you're going to be guided on the rest of your steps. Like, if you've made it this far to where you're synergizing all of this etheric energy, the Uranian energy that was really brought to the forefront during Aquarius season, and it's something that now is a part of your identity, a part of who you are. And I guess that the challenge for this Venus day is to count your blessings, count in satisfaction all of the work that you've done, and hold that with every single thing that you do. It's late in most of the world. I'm on the Pacific, and with my Pacific astrology, it feels that the energy was super fired up today. And with Saturn day being tomorrow, and Saturn's current placement at 2 degrees Pisces, we're going to be able to tap into a really deep feeling place that can ultimately guide the vision for the next few weeks, the next few months. And I find that if you're faith stacking, like I'm faith stacking, if you're being consistent with delivery of your word, Taurus is very stable and solid when it's rooted in pure intentions but not just pure intentions, but intentions of dignity, with intentions of service. And due to the Uranian nature of Taurus right now, those positive intentions will be very readily felt. They'll be experienced by sensory perception that's out of the five senses, and we're going to be given basically every single tool required to move forward. As long as we're rooted in integrity, goodness, purity. Just look up any virtue list, like Roman virtues are a very solid reference. And the challenge is to give yourself gratitude for all of those virtues that you apply into yourself, into your work, into all of the goals that you're definitely achieving by now. Like, you gotta take some stock and just give yourself credit. And in doing so, you'll come into this upliftment because of Venus being in Taurus, North Node, kind of like our guiding point, having a moment to refocus and really like hone in on our direction. And it will give you strength for the journey ahead. So blessings on your journey. Happy Venus Day. And thank you so much. I have almost 100 YouTube subscribers, which is such an amazing deal. This work began with me just wanting to have something more that I can give during a time where I was already super like withdrawn into myself, and you know, everything was closed in the outer world, and my inner life was just like ready to expand. So thank you so much for tuning in, and many blessings in your week ahead. Aloha.